Hi guys, I'm working on the handling of my GP toys, the 911 and the 912. I saw in some videos the reviewers say, yeah, they're squirrely, they spin out easy, they do donuts when you don't want them to do donuts, and I guess I didn't notice it too much at first because I'm used to, when I lived in the US, I had a Traxxas two-wheel drive Stampede and then a Traxxas two-wheel drive Slash brushless, and I guess I was just used to them. You don't give them full throttle right off the line or they will spin out too. But then now I'm in the Philippines and I'm kind of collecting budget RC cars, and I bought this little PX Toys, a Speed Pioneer, and that's, four-wheel drive, and I couldn't believe the handling. When you punch the throttle on blacktop or concrete, it's gone. It's not, spinning out on you really. It just takes off, and amazing. It's not quite as fast as these bigger trucks here when the boys and I race. The little guy is gone, and then these bigger ones have to catch them, but then they pass them in the end. So I thought, well, my experience growing up on a farm with tractors and trucks, putting some weight in the back would help with the traction. Like firewood in the back of my truck in the wintertime, even though the truck was four-wheel drive, it really helped, take off at stop lights and stop signs. And then street racing, the guys move the heavy battery out of their car from the front, and they move it to the trunk, kind of kitty corner from the driver, get some weight back there because you want traction. So basically what I have done is I took some AA batteries, because they're just going to go in the landfill. So basically two of them back to back with electrical tape, wrapped them up, and then zip tied to my bumper. And you could put it out back of the bumper for more leverage. Like, you remember science class, basically the rear wheel's the pivot point, and that's your weight. So besides just the weight of the batteries, it's kind of taking a little weight off the front. But I figured I just wanted to keep it a little more low-key, so I kind of hid it a little bit by the bumper. But I'm going to do some test runs and see how that is. You can add a little more or whatever. You don't want it too heavy in the back. You don't want to slow your truck down, and you don't want to have the rear end dragging down the road. And then on this one, too, it's a little squirrely. This one I put upgraded oil-filled 1/10 shocks on them. I filled them up with 20, 50 motorcycle oil. I'm in the Philippines. It's always hot here, so I figured thicker is better. And then on this one, it's jacked up more, so I actually put the batteries under the bumper. And I think it's going to help a lot when you feel the front compared to the back. The back feels quite a bit heavier. The motor's back there, but now you got some batteries hanging off the back axle. And you could use whatever you have, a bolt with a nut on it or something and zip tie it on, and just something to plant the rear end. So all it is a little experimenting with how much weight and what you have, and it costs nothing to do it, and I think it's gonna help a lot, because in real life, I know in the snow and on the ice, when I weighted my Wrangler down with some sandbags in the back or something, it would definitely help. So we'll just I'll do a little run video and tell you what I think. But basically we're just trying to tame these down a little bit so that they kind of point and shoot a little more straighter. So thank you. Here we go. Okay, my conclusion is that works pretty good. You don't want too much weight on the back. You can still spin out, still do some crazy driving, but yet when you want to go straight, I think it helps it out. So thanks for watching.